Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Come back to the She Shop. I'm in my Land of 10,000 Creatives purple shirt, Minnesota. Yes, represent. If you watched the channel yesterday, then you saw me do the frame for the florals. This one. It is cute. However, when I pulled the tape, again, if you saw this, you know, it pulled some of the paint off of the painting. And it looks like it's just like this brown dark area and the greens, and there's a little green up here. The rest of it seems intact. So for whatever reason, and it just like this side of the board, this stuff came off. We're going to fix that today because nobody wants to buy a painting that is damaged. And it's not a real painting, but we're going to do our best to get this to match the original artwork and just make sure this doesn't end up in the garbage, even though there's been a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. I have been unhappy with this piece and wanted to toss it in the garbage myself. But we need to mix some colors to try and get it as close to the original as possible. And then my guess is I'll need to glaze it to give it that dark look that this one has, that sort of aged look, because my colors are going to be not even close. They're not going to be close. They're going to be as close as I can get, but they're going to need to be blended in a little bit more. I've done this on other paintings. I don't think I've ever done it on a video. But if you're a vintage reseller and you've got a piece of artwork and you need to kind of give it a little, not quality artwork, like we're not taking Rembrandts and doing this. Let's not do that. But this is from the 1970s and it's on board and it's just a print. It's not high quality art in any stretch of the imagination. So this is just a fun piece. You know what I mean? So don't think I'm over there like going, well, Van Gogh, I could do better than that. No. But what is this? Turner. I could do better than Turner. I could give Turner a little improvement. Turner wall product, decor products from the 1970s maybe needs a little help. But I'm not taking real quality artwork and like, I can fix that. No, we're not touching the oil paintings. All right. I'm going to use my latex and acrylics and whatever I have in here. And they have to break out some of the chalk paint I threatened to throw away, which hasn't left the room yet because I have the right colors in the chalk paint. Anyway, let's get to painting. First things first is going to be mixing some paint. So I've just pulled a piece of cardboard out of my recycling to make a little palette. So we're going to make a little makeshift palette of paint here. And I need green, that's sort of an olivey drab, and a dark brown, gray, black. So I've got kind of an olive gray, a bright green, and black. So I have 3 colors here that we're going to try and get as close to that color as possible. Those colors that we need. And I am not an artist. I don't know much about color theory or any of that stuff. We're just winging it. I'm going to use my eyes and we're going to wing it. So I'm going to put a little blob of green in there. And then I'm going to mix that with a little blob of the gray. We're going to take a little black. And I know it looks blue, Yeah, trust the process. This dries black. Every time I use this, I freak out. I did grab some white to lighten up that green when we need it, but I need a little black. And a little of this gray. This is a browny gray, so I'm hoping that'll give me the black that I want. I don't have another popsicle stick. Hang on. All right. Let's mix these together. Again, this is not high quality art. We don't need to stress out that much. I've got some little art brushes here. I'm going to take the smallest one. Wet the tip, and I just did that by sucking on it because it's dry right now. And then I want to take off as much the color as I can. And then I just lightly scuff at the surface here. That is way too bright, isn't it? Dip a little white. That's better. Okay. A little green in here. I need more green. There's a little green here. The rest of these tiny little white pieces are going to be covered when I glaze it. All right, let's do this brown black area. I'm not confident this will match at all. Not at all. I'm still doing it because I'm going to blend it in here. This is the dry brush, and I'm just tapping most of it off to blend it in. Wait, oh, I got a green one. Hang on. I see you. I see you. Trying to hide from me up there. And I'm going to tap the green all around it just so it looks the same on all the green that's already there. We good? Okay, I have a damp cloth, a dry cloth, and some glaze here. And I'm going to take this and just glaze the entire thing. And this is just to blend my repair. This is a damp cloth. I have a dry cloth too if I need it. This helps remove the excess. I want that to pop. I want this to pop. I want that to pop. And that to pop. Now I'm just manipulating the art so that the colors I want to come forward, and the colors that I want to stay recessed, stay recessed. Now I'm just playing. Okay, so the 600 watt, two 600 watt bulbs in here are brighter than any light you're ever going to see out in people's homes. I would hope so. And I think it looks pretty good. Like, I know exactly where the spots are, and I'm not mad. I have done this before on other pieces. I've just never done a video on it. And because a lot of times that's what happens. These are paper. So there'll be paper rubbed off and you can see that it's bright white. Like, I'm holding this up right now and you can't really see where my repairs are. If this is hanging on a wall with just regular light, you wouldn't see them at all. Like, I know where they are and I can point them out because of these. There's two 600 watt bulbs aimed at me right now. Like, that's bright light. But it, you know, the good news is that'll take the wrinkles out of your face because there's no shadows. But I can see vaguely where it is, which makes me believe that once it's in a home on a wall, you're not gonna be like this close to it, right? Checking it out. So I've done this before. We've sold them. Nobody's ever complained. Actually, I think I did a pretty good job. I did that on the big one that sold. And the cottage. I did the clouds in the cottage because the clouds were very gray and they looked like rain and I wanted it a little brighter. So I put white in the clouds on that one. That was an acrylic painting though. Again, it wasn't a Picasso. This isn't a Picasso. All right. And I think we did a good enough job. So now I can get a new price tag on it and get it in the shop and hopefully it sells because people love the florals for whatever area of their home that they have it. Like that big floral sold and hopefully this one sells as well. It's going to get a higher price tag than the $6 I took off it. That's what I know because I had to put a little effort into it now. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.